Meet the Surface family, the most productive devices on the planet. Get things done with the Surface Pro 4, Surface Book, and the brand new Surface Studio. Get yours at PLUGHITZLive.com/Microsoft.
Hey guys, Scott here with PLUGHITZ Live, part of the Tech Podcast Network. I'm here at CES 2017 at the Klipsch booth with Steve, and we've got some fascinating looking headphones behind us. Tell me about them.
Sure. So, Klipsch is a 70-year-old audio manufacturer, and this year we really were focused on building a headphone that was worthy of our 70 years of legacy. Paul Klipsch, our founder, the first product he ever made was a pair of headphones in 1919. So we believe we have a right to be here and celebrate that. And this was long before he ever made the first speaker, the Heresy or the Klipsch horn. And we wanted to pay homage to that fact. We wanted to build a product that was worthy of his legacy. And so we created the Heritage line of headphones. And ultimately the design challenge was to build a pair of headphones that there was no surface, no texture, no element of them that were plastic. So at the end of the day, it became about earth materials, natural materials, things like wood, copper, leather. That was the focal point. And we also wanted to create a headphone that looked like it was handmade, made on a bench made, craft made, that sort of inspiration. And while most people are focused on trying to hide any screws or connectors, we celebrated the fact that the product was made by hand. And so when you look at the product itself, you'll see it comes in a number of striking finishes. This one is our oak finish. And the quality of the product itself shines through just when you pick it up, when you feel it, when you look at it. There's a lot of amazing, elegant details. We spent a lot of time on the ear cup, and as I'm sure that it may not be easy to see on the camera, but even the shape of the ear pad that you can see here is not a traditional round shape. It's angled with a more natural contour to the size of your head, or the shape of your head. And at the same time, we spent a lot of time to work on the details of the open back enclosure here. And just a little nod to the Klipschophiles out there, the grill that's here is the same grill we used on our 70th anniversary products that we showed last year at CES. Okay. So it's the same grill cloth that was on those 70th anniversary, and we've been tying a lot of details from our Heritage series, our Heritage Wireless series. The copper Allen bolts that are securing the end plate. We've taken this inspiration from our Heritage Wireless series. A big focus on all of the different individual materials, from the leather headband to the metal and steel, the wood, the copper. And if you just kind of take a look here, it's a very small detail, but we put this copper trim ring in here because as you pick them up or spin them, it catches the light. So it's understated but very elegant.
It was actually one of the things that I noticed when you first picked it up. I didn't notice it sitting on the table, but as soon as you picked it up, I'm like, oh my goodness, there's a little copper ring in there.
Absolutely. It's a cool little element that, every time you pick them up, you'll remember that, you'll see that. And, it's not just about the look or the style. So we've got a radical new driver in here. It's a 50 millimeter biocellulose driver with free edge. So there's some bleeding edge driver technology wrapped in this elegant package as well. And the range compromises 3 versions of top of the line over ear. There's an oak, an ebony, and a walnut. And then we've got another open back, which will be a slightly smaller diameter with a 40 millimeter driver. And we also have a closed back version and a closed back Bluetooth and a closed back Bluetooth plus ANC. So we've created an entire family that will become the Heritage series.
Fantastic. And what kind of price points are we looking at on these guys?
Sure. So the top of the range is $999, and down at the opening price point, we're at $399. So we kind of fill in from $399 to $999 in the range.
Very cool. And obviously, for people who know the brand, we know that the sound quality is going to be unbelievable.
Absolutely. So the Klipsch is all about punching above its competitors in terms of value for the dollar. That's what we've stood for 70 years. And so the sonic signature of these is going to be something that will be hard to match from anybody anywhere near multiples of the price point. And that's a key design tenet of ours always, right? So acoustic performance first.
And I imagine that they've got a natural tune to them. There's no weird bass kick or anything like that. It's going to come across as a natural.
Absolutely. So the first tenet of using an open back headphone is going to be, that's one of the reasons why you would do that in the first place, so a more natural, airy, open sound. And then of course, we're looking about recreating the musical experience. We're about what the artist was intending, not about adding bass or treble or trying to mess up what the artist initially wanted his artwork to sound like. You know?
There's a reason the producer did what they did. There's a reason the artist did what they did.
Absolutely. We treat the music as art, and so we want to just recreate it the best way we can possibly.
Well, I look forward to playing with one of these myself, and I appreciate you taking the time to talk to us today.
Thank you so much. Make sure you put them on, take a listen, because I think you'll be pretty amazed.
Absolutely, thanks. For continuing CES 2017 coverage, stay tuned to PLUGHITZlive.com.